Are you trying to use CarPlay on your new Harley Davidson with that new big infotainment system? But you're being prompted with this message. In order to launch CarPlay on these new motorcycles, you must have a wireless headset paired to the bike and turned on and present. Otherwise, CarPlay won't start. Apparently, Apple wants us to have the ability to communicate with Siri while riding on our bikes. But if you're looking to use CarPlay without a headset, so just using your speakers or just the navigation without any sound at all, you're really out of luck. A while back I did a video on this topic, using CarPlay with these bikes. And I tried to find a headset option that would be more convenient than carrying around your headset that came with the bike. At least with the Sennas, you can turn them on without all the mounting options, and then you could put this in your saddlebag or in your front cubby. But they have to be charged and on before you start riding your bike, so not real convenient. I tried all kinds of options, little Bluetooth speakers, little remote control unit. They all had one thing in common. They had to be powered on manually when you started the bike, then you'd have to connect it, and then you could start CarPlay. So that's quite a bit of work every time you go for a ride. And then, searching through Facebook one day, I saw this post. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This is the device we've been looking for. One that does not have a power switch, so you don't have to power it on. It'll power itself on and off with the bike, and it presents itself as a headset with very little space being used. So here's our adapter by Made Hawk. And in the box, we really have just the cable. And this end is USB-A, and then this is to go in your car stereo. So you actually don't need this part. And I know you can cut this cord off completely and have just the USB part and it'll still work. But if you would ever want to use it for audio out for some reason, you'll want to leave it attached. But you can see what a small, compact solution here. And there's no power cords, there's no charging, so it's going to power on with the bike. But it is USB-A, so we're going to use a USB-A to C adapter. So we'll connect that, and then we can connect that to the bike. We'll pop our compartment open. Before I connect it, I'm going to boot the bike up in accessory mode. To do that, simply hold down your trip switch button until you hear it beep. And then you can let go, and the bike will boot in accessory mode. We don't have to have the ignition on to do this pairing. With the bike booted and sitting at the infotainment screen, we're simply going to connect our contraption to the USB-C port on the bike. You'll begin to see a blue blinking light on the USB adapter that indicates it's in pairing mode. So from here, we'll go to Device Manager by using the menu button, over to Gear, Device Manager, and we're going to add a new device. You can see that the headset shows up, our adapter. We'll click on that. It asks us, do we want to pair as rider or passenger? For CarPlay to work, it has to be paired as rider. So if you have another headset paired, it will take over. We'll tap on rider, and you can see it is now connected as rider. Then we get, would you like to start CarPlay? And we will say yes, and CarPlay launches with no headset attached, just our little Bluetooth adapter. How cool is that? So in theory now, next time we power on the bike, the headset will automatically connect and then CarPlay will start. I make no guarantees of that, but at least the headset will connect. So we'll hit the trip switch button again, and let's see what happens. And there we have it, CarPlay. Certainly takes a while to boot. Harley, we'd like to see a fix for that, but CarPlay started all on its own without me having to do anything in the menu. Finally, we have our option to use CarPlay on our new Harley Davidsons without having to bring a headset along. What a great find! The Made Hawk adapter. I will put a link in the description for you to purchase this if you like through Amazon. I get a very small commission from them, but it really does help out. So I greatly appreciate it if you're going to purchase it. To do so through that link will cost you no additional money. I want to give a special thanks to John, who I think originally found this device, and Mike and others who've shared the information in Facebook. What a great community. So you may be asking yourself, well, what if I also want to charge my phone while using this headset adapter? You're probably looking for a Y adapter that will let you split that USB-C cable into 2 connections. I also bet you found a device like this out there on Amazon and you're discovering that it doesn't work. So I'm working on this one and I think I have a solution. So a video coming soon on that one. So subscribe and stay tuned. But until next time, in the friction zone.